And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. We're continuing along with the new 8-map WOD called The Oven, created by Cringeman148B. This is map 2, Absolute Cinema. And of course, I do that while holding my hands like Martin Scorsese does. It is a little bit Absolute Cinema. This is a tough map. We're only on map 2, and I gotta tell you, there's a lot that can go wrong on this map. I hope to be able to show you the best way to navigate it, because there's a lot going on, a lot of crossfire. You gotta hope for some timely infighting. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform. As always, we're playing on the Ultraviolence difficulty setting, the 4th slot, in order to get 100% in all 3 of these categories. There are 99 kills to be had, 1 secret, and like the last map, there are no items. But let's go ahead and pick up our trusty shotgun. There's a couple of health packs here. We may have to come back for them. So there are imps on both sides, but in this little pool, we do want the Kako to come out, and ideally a little bit of infighting, because we don't have a ton of ammo. But it doesn't seem like my luck is going to play out for that. I'm hoping so still, because it doesn't... There we go. I was going to say, it doesn't make for the best viewing, watching me run in a circle. I did want to have a little bit of infighting, just because I don't want to take on even something like an imp firing on both sides, because 2 or 3 of them at a time. Yeah, the enemies in this WOD are quite aggressive, and even an imp gives you a decent amount of damage. It's quite amazing. Anyway, I managed to get through it unscathed. Next, we're going to face about 4, I think it is, 4 specters. Excuse me. Yeah, try to line them up, of course, so you're even though it's a regular shotgun, maybe some wider splash, and then there's always this one specter behind. So all of that, we get 4 shotgun shells for our trouble. I know, that's impressive. Now, this is probably one of the tougher areas of the map. It's a huge melee map. I like to try to get the smaller enemies first at the beginning, but a shotgunner is going to appear immediately. So let's get ready to shoot the shotgunner, yeah. And they can hit you from a distance. So you duck in, duck out. You do want the shotgunners to approach. I mean, your regular shotgun is not exactly a long-range weapon, so be choosy. Whoa! As you can see, there are Revenants, of course. There will be some Kakos. There will be, of course, some Hell Knights. There's even going to be an Archvile. So, I mean, yeah, this area does not get boring at all. Lots going on. So what we're going to try to do, we're going to try to step out for a second. Oh, brother. And run back in, because basically I want some infighting above us as well. There's also enemies on the top, and I do want that shotgunner to come out. I didn't expect to take... Well, look, I took a little bit of imp fire from far away. It's 18 health. I mean, that's quite a bit for a long-distance imp ball. So I think we're just about done what we can do here. The next step is what we're going to do. You can see there's a super shotgun and a box of shells, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to head over there. There's a switch to press, and let me just go ahead and see if I can do that without taking any or too much damage. Make our way over here. It's not full protection, these bars. Sometimes the rockets from the Revenant will get through, but for the most part it provides adequate protection. So once those are done, I go, if you heard the door open, yeah, it's this one. We're able to get in here now. Let's quickly duck in here, because of course all the fire is attracted. This is the lone secret. Blue key is nice, backpack is great. That's the secret. That's what the switch did. So now what are we going to do? We're going to hope that the Kakos will infight with the Revenants, because there's a lot going on now. So right now, yes, I mean, it does appear that we're just trapped in this little room, but it's okay, because it looks like there will be... well, maybe I spoke too soon. Woo. Yeah, you can see there's a lot going on. I did manage to clear out a good portion of the arena, if you will, prior to getting into this room. But even like I said, I've only taken a little bit of imp fire. And just look at the damage I've already sustained. I'm down to 69%. I've only taken 2 long-distance fireballs from imps. I mean, it's pretty crazy. So, whoops. No, brother, my zeal to get some infighting going is I've just needlessly taken some damage. So I guess we're just going to have to fight our way out of here a little bit. Let's go ahead now, grab the rocket launcher, and duck behind here. This is another good hold point that I use. Ideally, we get some Kako infighting with the Revenant, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be. So I guess we'll just have to take care of the Caco ourselves. We don't get a ton of rockets. We get a few, but not a ton. But they've all gathered. It does make for a bit of a compelling target. Let's go back and assess how we're doing. That's not too bad. Maybe a few little tappas from the chain gun would help get it going, and then maybe some super shotgun fun. There we go. So yeah, there's usually that one shotgunner in the little island here. So that is how you clear the initial area, but look at that. I've only taken, I think, what? A couple shots from an imp and maybe one stray from a Caco from far away. Far away got me down to around 60 or lower percent. I mean, that's pretty crazy. But that's just how it goes. So now what you will imagine this crate is something, yeah, there's an arch file in there. So what we'll do is we'll press the switch, but don't press it yet. I do want to get rid of this Spectre because it does come out and interfere with our attempt to get rid of the arch file in there. When we do that, it will also release a gaggle of Hell Knights down where we press that switch down, by the way. So we got to work quick. So we can use rockets or shotgun shells. I elect to use shotgun, super shotgun on the arch file, and block them in here. Don't let them out. There we go. And now we can use perhaps this little area as a choke point. I mean, we don't have unlimited rockets, so we got to use them with some tactical, awareness, because we're just not going to have enough, and we're going to need them a little later too. So right now we have a few shotgun shells lying around. There are a few more shotgun shells behind us. You can see here there's shotgun shells, there's health if you need it, and there's an ammo box, so that's good. So just take a look. We're back up to 100%, but my goodness, what a slaughterhouse. Hope you found that as exciting as I did. I think this is an amazing level so far. Now, we take out our chain gun because there are some imps to the left and a mancubus to the right, but we're going to hug the wall, hopefully. Oh, I always forget about that Spectre. Pardon me, always remember the Spectre. I didn't. Some train tracks, they don't really lead anywhere, but hug the wall to the right. We don't want the mancubus to see us necessarily, while we just gently dispose of the imps, gently with the tap and tap with the chain gun. Same deal, I think, with the mancubus. We don't have to go fully automatic. Whoop. That was pretty bad dodging, I'd say. But we do want to fell the mancubus before it causes too much trouble. So I took a fireball, not that close, and I'm down to 78. So the enemy's punch really is above their weight, I think, for most WADs that I've played recently, anyway. There is a chain gunner in there. So you're dealing with about 4 imps inside and then a chain gunner in here with the red key. We don't have the yellow key yet. Now I'm going to move quickly because my goal is to get out here and use this as a hold point for the next area. As soon as I go down, the building in front of us has a bunch of enemies, which is going to explode. And you're like, yay, that's great. But no, they're just really going to teleport in here. So let's go ahead, grab the red key. Yeah, grab the yellow key, excuse me. Grab the ammo, and then we're going to have to fight off probably a couple of... Yeah, you got to move quick and turn around because those demons will go ahead and bite you right on the bum. So now with our super shotgun, that's my weapon of choice against the Hell Knights. And there's quite a few of them, and there's more down below where we actually trigger this whole mess. All right. Why don't we go ahead here and have a look. Looks like the coast is clear for a moment, but we will go down and see. Yeah, there's usually some more Hell Knights. There we go. So why don't we go ahead. We still have some ammo left. We'll try to line them up, maximize our shotgun blasts. Because we do want them all to teleport in before we go on to the next stage, which is really a whole bunch, and I mean a whole bunch, of chain gunners, now that we have the yellow key. They're going to all appear from those 2 bookshelves. Let's see, do we have... I think 88 is the correct number for that. So we'll go ahead, switch to the chain gun, get in here, and then take cover. If you want, maybe we'll throw a rocket. Yeah, so I mean, maybe you want to stay a little bit more carefully in the doorway. I think I lingered a little too long, but that's how I dispose of all of them. The other way, of course, is if you have more plentiful bullets, just go ahead and peekaboo fire from the window. Whichever way you prefer is a good way. All right, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and with the red key, enter the exit area, step in and step out because 3 chain gunners appear at the top ledge on the left. And we do want to take care of them. Let's see if I can power up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Not quite 100%, but pretty close. And that, my friends, is how this map plays out. It's tough, crazy, lots going on. I love it. For a map 2, my goodness, this is fantastic. Let's do our final count. Yes, all 99 kills. The one secret, there were no items, but we do have our 100%. You know what that means. We're done. Absolute cinema, as Martin Scorsese would say. I agree. This was a great map. There is so much going on. Holy cow. The crossfire, the enemies are somewhat, I would say, overpowered in this WAD. I mean, I took a decent amount of damage from a long-distance imp ball. I mean, you really have to be careful because in no time your map is over and you got to start over if you're not too careful. Anyway, that is how I progress the map to maximize the strategy of not only completing it, but to get the enemies to infight, to maximize and judiciously use the ammo, because it's not an overwhelmingly generous map. There's enough ammo to finish, but there's hardly enough ammo to go fully automatic all the time. So hopefully I've demonstrated all of that, and hopefully you've enjoyed the map and you've enjoyed the walkthrough. Yeah, if so, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. For now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.